Good evening, folks. Welcome once again to Pentiment. To a stream. It's been a little while. I had a busy week last week. Good evening, Chan. Good evening, Marshall. Good evening, Dirt. Welcome. Oh, good to see some new faces here this evening. Hurt Cupboard, welcome. Is the boiler sorted? I gave you a clue, Chan. I gave you a clue. You can see a clue right before your eyes. Sculptor, welcome. Happy Sunday. It's been not a bad Sunday. I can't grumble. But yeah, normally I'd be saying right about now, oh, got my dressing gown on. Oh, better take it off. It's a bit hot. Kick my slippers off, you know. No. Keep the dressing gown on this evening because the heating, it's not working properly, obviously. No, I haven't got it fixed. And I'll let you know. I'm just turning the sound down a little bit in my ears. Because I had to do some research. So obviously I told you in the Discord server, the story is the boiler came on constantly, wouldn't switch off, even with the thermostat turned down or even with the timer off. It was just constantly on. The hot water had gone lukewarm at best. So I had a repairman out. Well, yes. You'll have to tell us all about it, Nagisa. Hope you've settled in nicely to your new home. But yeah, I was driving down to Portsmouth on Wednesday because they were supposed to come in the morning. No, not Tuesday. Sorry, they were supposed to come in the morning before 12. They didn't. I had to set off at 12:30, so I set off and they turned up at about 2:15. So I was on the road at this point, on the motorway. So obviously I've got Bluetooth in my car, so I put him on the speaker, told him what the problem was, he went away, and then I got a phone call about 15 minutes later with the verdict. And the verdict was, your heating element's gone, the seals are gone, it's leaking water internally, but it needs a bit of fixing this. Okay. Fair enough. Now, I checked the serial number of the boiler, and the boiler is 13 years old, so they say it's between 10 and 15 years a boiler should last, if you look after it. You know, maybe a bit longer if you do. But, you know, it's 13, so it's obviously a bit old, isn't it, 13? I didn't know it was that old. I thought it was like 8, 9, 10-ish. But anyway, it's 13 years old, and the part that you need to fix everything and do all the rest of it, it's going to be £1,000. That was not what I was quite expecting. I was expecting maybe the thermostat's gone 156 quid. Looked it up, a thermostat. Just thought that was a likely problem. That's what the next door neighbour said. Anyway, obviously a 13-year-old boiler is not going to be fixed for £1,000 when you can get a brand new boiler with guarantees and warranties for 1,800 quid. So I was like, nah, I'll have to get a new boiler, won't I? Obviously. Fork out that much to repair it when it could go wrong again in a year's time with something completely different. So that was a horrible moment to have to go through. And then I was continuing down the motorway and I got a call on the phone, and answered the phone, and it was the same company that did the repair. We're going to quote a new boiler for me. I was like, oh, go on then. I'm on the road, but crack on. Talk me through a few things, and then I missed my turning. And it was on a section of the motorway where if you miss your turning, there's no alternative turning that you can kind of just go down to get back onto your same path. To go all the way to the next junction, which was 5 miles up the road, and then come back round and go back on myself because I missed my turning because the man was too busy. Well, it was my own fault. Should have taken the call, should I? Was blabbering away, and then he said, "Oh, it's going to be £2,100." Like, oh, my turning. Oh, double whammy. An extra 20 minutes on my journey. The journey's already taking me 5 hours 40 minutes. Why don't you just put another 20 minutes on? Thanks very much. Anyway. So that was going to be the price, 2,100, give or take a few pounds. So I was like, oh, we do interest free. Spread the cost over 3 years with a 25% deposit. Oh, by the way, happy days. Slumping myself with a monthly repayment for 3 years. Happy days. But hey, you need heat in your house, don't you? So I thought, no. Before I start forking out money, let me do some research, because my mother lives with me. She's 78, she's vulnerable, she's got health concerns and health issues. She's got other things going on, which might be something that I could maybe get a grant for, So I did some searching. I searched for 2 hours. And everything was pointing towards, oh no, you can't get anything, you can't do it, no, you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have the other. Because she's not the homeowner. I was like, oh, this is a bit of an issue. Never mind. Until I found something and went through the questionnaire online, and it says, oh, you might be eligible for this scheme. So I rung them. And I was like, right, you asked me your questions. She asked me the questions. I answered all the questions. And she says, yeah, you'll be eligible. Your boiler's broke. So yeah, because one of the things is your boiler has to be broken. So the boiler was clearly broken. The boiler is broken. I've got a repair sheet that says it's knackered. It needs a part. The part is £1,000, and if you put your hand on the radiators, they're tepid. I'm telling you, that's why I'm in a dressing gown. They're kind of lukewarmish, but they're not hot enough to generate heat into the room properly, obviously. And not to mention the fact that you can see there's no lights today, and there's also a clothes rail just in the background. I don't know if you've noticed the slight difference to the scenery here. To make room for the boiler room. One story. Well, it's not really, it's my mother's clothes. Far too many. Anyway, spilling into my room now. But anyway, so the scheme, you've got to have a vulnerable person in the house that's claiming certain things, and has to, especially with health conditions. She's got osteoarthritis, which is a bugger in the cold. She's got asthma, exacerbated by cold. She's got other things as well, of course, but they're the two main ones that qualify for this thing. 78, vulnerable old lady. If they see on a cruise swinging a bag around, vulnerable old lady, 78, you qualify for a free boiler. And I felt like saying to this woman when she was talking on Friday, are you sure? It's very rare I get anything like this, I'm never this fortunate. Oh, she said, yeah. Oh, you tick about 3 boxes. She said, you tick about 3 boxes. I'll put it through. I went through the same questionnaire with another company as well, just in case. So I've got 2 companies, both telling me, oh yeah, you qualify for a free boiler. Of course you do. Oh, we can't have your mother in the cold. I laugh. Words to that effect. I was like, oh, isn't that something? Isn't that something? So I don't know, it's not confirmed yet. I'm touching wood 15 times here because nothing goes right for me. The people come out, do a full assessment, and they say, oh, sorry, the lady on the phone got the wrong end of the stick. You don't qualify for this reason in the small print, But we'll see. But I'm hoping that, that both ladies on the phone were correct and we qualify for a free boiler. Touching wood, because if not, it's £2,100 flipping pounds. That's a lot of money. So yes, if I do get a free boiler, the money that I would have paid out for the boiler, that I hopefully won't have to pay out for the boiler, I can put towards a holiday after the 4 months that I've had with my health, of which there was a development to this health situation. And the development is I'm having a camera down my throat. Bloody hell. Because my gastro problems haven't vanished, still present. And I spat up a bit of blood the other week, last Friday. So that wasn't good. So, yes, I'm having a camera down my throat now, which has been a long time overdue if you ask me, but I've had it once before. And it wasn't pleasant, but I need them to see what's going on internally because something's not right. But anyway, good evening, Shelley. Good evening. So there you go, that's your flim flam. So yeah, other than that, I'm feeling the best that I've felt in a long time. not trembling as much anymore, not tingling as much anymore. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah. So I'll keep you posted on the boiler situation, because if we do get it for free, I'll share the link to the scheme with you, just in case you're in similar situations in the future. Because not a lot of people know about these things and don't have the patience to go through. And it took me 2 hours to find it, but you know, if it can help one or two other people, I like to think of myself as a poor man's Martin Lewis around here. Money saving tips. Ollie, welcome. So, okay, you've asked me about Portsmouth, so we'll finish off with Flim Flam with Portsmouth. I won't give you the gory details because, you know, consummate professional and all that. But I went down on the Tuesday where some of the managers were present, because the main meeting was the Wednesday afternoon and then the Thursday morning. But because Portsmouth is a long way away, I went down overnight early, because it makes sense, doesn't it? Why go on a 6-hour trip to then have a 5-hour meeting? It makes no sense, does it? So anyway, went down the night before. Went to bed at 2, simply because when I'm in a hotel, I like to do things that I don't normally do at home, because I'm always on my computer playing football. Busy, class myself as busy. Football manager, very busy. So I scroll on my tablet. I watch, you know, watch some shows on my tablet. Even watch a bit of TV if there's something decent on the box, you know. I took a book with me this time. Paul McKenna. I love a bit of Paul McKenna. Books. They released a new one earlier this year. So I did a bit of reading, did a bit of pottering. It was 2 o'clock and I was up at 7, so I had 5 hours sleep. Restless sleep, because it's a new bed and all that, you know. So that was a lack of sleep, really, but it was to be expected, because I thought, like always, on the Wednesday when all the managers are present after the meeting, we'll have a meal and then we'll be in bed by 10:30, or back to the hotel for 10:30, because that's normally what happens. But it's my manager's leaving do as well, because she's leaving in November now. He's been manager of 4 years, so new manager, who's it going to be? There's always that kind of situation where, because your manager can make your job really easy and enjoyable, or make it a living hell. So I'm kind of like, a bit on tenterhooks as to who the new manager is. It's going to be one of 2 people, if you ask me. So we'll see what happens with that one. But anyway, I don't know where I was going with that tale now. Portsmouth, yes. So the managers came down. We had a lovely tapas meal, and the tapas was lovely. And as I've figured out nowadays, because I've had tapas twice now, tapas in my head was like bite-sized portions that you could have with a glass of wine in a sunny outdoor setting. Apparently tapas, the past 2 tapas I've had, which is good for me, are reasonably sized portions. So when we had this set meal deal, 3 tapas dishes for 20 quid and a pudding, it was like, oh, heck, I didn't see that. Sorry, yeah, hope everything goes well there. The portions were really decent. So I got the gambas pil, the king prawn in garlic, basically. I'm fluent Spanish here, you know. And there must have been about 10 prawns. And the garlic sauce was delicious, apart from the fact it needed a lot of salt in it, because for me, I love my salt. And it was like, you clearly have not put any salt in it. There's no, that was about 3 handfuls of the stuff in it. Oh, that's much better. Spread it. I even asked for some bread. Spread all the garlic butter on the bread. Had prawn. It was delicious. Then I had the paella, which obviously is not the full plate full of paella, but a little kind of tapas-sized portion of paella, which was very decently sized. Chorizo and chicken paella, very nice. Not the correct pronunciation. Apologies. And then I had halloumi fries. There was quite a few of them as well. So by the time I'd finished all of that, I was actually really full. I was quite surprised. Anyway, so I said, whilst we were eating tapas, I'm in the mood, and I was, for a dance. I want to go dancing tonight. I want to get my knees up, have a dance. Because I felt the past week and a half, I felt, apart from the bloody tonsillitis I had and the cough is still lingering, I've actually felt much more well again. All these little tingles and vibrations and shakes and tremors, touch touch wood, past maybe 2 even, have really died down to the fact that almost non-existent. I'm like, oh, this is a good sign. So I said, I fancy these up. So then my new colleague, because the former colleague has got a temporary promotion, I think I told you, so somebody else has stepped in to be my colleague for the time being, till we know what's happening with her promotion, whether it's going to be permanent or not. He also said, oh, I've got the name of a club. My mate lived in Portsmouth and he's given me the name of a club that we might want to visit. It shuts at 2, if anybody wants to go dancing. So I was like, let's get this party started. So everyone's like, oh no, we can't do that, all very reserved. You know, oh no, we were in bed for 10. But my manager, who likes a good old dance and a drink, she was like, oh, I'm not sure. Oh no, we can't. But maybe next time. Yeah, whatever. But you're going. It's leaving you. You can't just go out with a whimper. You know. Anyway, after the tap, I finished at 9:30. We went to the Wetherspoons, and we were in the Wetherspoons until 10:15, and then the usual crowd left, about 4 people. Oh, it's bedtime for us. Ooh, we're going to turn into pumpkins or something. You know, if we're out after the hour, or the clock strikes 11. After they went to bed, 10:30, and they left with me and 4 others. The hardcore and my manager was one of them. So you're like, oh, sipping away, and this is the most alcohol that I have drunk since my holiday in May, and I've been unwell. I had 10 doubles over the course of 5 hours. Sorry, I was knocking them back. Ooh, I thought, this is lovely evening, chitty-chatting away in the Wetherspoons until midnight, and the place was closing around us. Everybody had gone. Us 4 were left drinking, laughing, joking, and we got kicked out. We got kicked out of the Wetherspoons. So as we were walking out of the Wetherspoons, my manager turned around and said, "Are we off dancing?" So, well, we went dancing. So we went out to a club, and considering that we were up for a meeting at 9 in the morning, hey, I was out with my manager. If she's out dancing, I can't not be out dancing. Who's going to tell me off? She's out with me. So we got back to the hotel after a night of dancing at 3:30. 3:30, I rolled into bed. I woke up again at 5, and I'll spare you the details, but suffice to say, my stomach was doing cartwheels. I'll leave it at that, but I didn't go back to sleep again for the rest of the morning. I was kind of dozing, half asleep, back to the toilet, pain, back into bed, So I had 2 hours sleep on Wednesday night. Meeting Thursday morning, 9 until 12. 2 hours sleep. 5 hours sleep the night before. I'm doing a 6-hour drive home on 2 hours sleep. I thought that was going to be the most painful journey ever. I thought I was going to be bouncing off the central reservation in a ditch. I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to stay awake. I can't possibly. If I get even the slightest inclination that I'm dropping off, I'm just going to have to pull over and have a nap for half an hour or something. I had about an hour into the journey, or maybe even just less than that, 40 minutes into the journey, we hit a 50 mile per hour zone. Oh, this is the worst time for this to happen. Why? I'm in a 50 mile per hour zone where the car is going slow and it's all very monotonous and very tired. And I was going through a phase of, I could feel my eyes going, and I'm blinking and moving my feet about to keep myself awake. Oh, come on. Put the aircon right down cold, full blast so it's in your face, put the music right up high. These are the tricks that you should learn if you're dropping off, you know. Cold air blowing, music blaring. And I was like that. Can you imagine some people looking? What the hell's up with him? What's he doing? What the hell's up with him? I did that for about 35 minutes. And then it passed. And then for the rest of the journey, I kid you not, I was wide awake. Not a single bit of tiredness. It was bizarre, well, not bizarre, but I just had that kind of half an hour's worth of, and that was really early. And then for the next 5 hours, I was perfectly fine. But anyway, so in answer to your question, Chan, Portsmouth was a blast. Did I get any work done? A bit, yeah. Of course I did. Lots. My input was vital. Right, we were having a meal with the Druckers. Now, we obviously cut the conversation short because I had to dash off to football, if I recall. Oh no, I was going out. It was a Saturday. I was going out to my friend's house. So I don't know how far we got into the conversation, or whether we have to have this conversation again from the scratch. So you'll have to bear with me. I think we're starting from scratch. Right. So we'll skim through the bits that we can remember. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Casper care to join us? Yes, of course, Klaus, of course. Let's see if we can remember what did we get fed? Can we remember? It's a giveaway. You can see the table, but wasn't it like apple pie? Was it apple pie? Or was that a different family? Cheese. I don't see fish there, thankfully. Bloody fish. I can't remember what we had. So we got Benjamin and Rachel Summerfield. Weren't they from like Prague or something? Oh, there, Prague. I remembered. I didn't see that bit. Soup. I found my second favourite dessert after coming to Canada. Pumpkin pie. You keep distracting me with talk. I can't. Come on, let's carry on. I love pumpkins. You know I love pumpkins, right? It's my favorite. I love this time of year because I get pumpkins, and I love pumpkin soup. I love it to bits. So I bought myself a pumpkin yesterday. So pumpkin soup's on my list. I make pumpkin spice muffins, which are delicious if I do say so myself. Pumpkin puree, made with your own pumpkin, puree it up, put it in the batter for the muffins, raisins, cherries, all the spices, nutmeg, cinnamon, fat allspice. Put it in your muffin tins. Ooh. And if you're pushing the boat out like I like to do, even make my own cream cheese frosting with Philadelphia icing sugar. What else? Something else goes into it. Can't remember. A bit of vanilla. You make a nice cream cheese frosting for it as well. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying this is pumpkin pie. I've made pumpkin pie once in my life, and it turned out not too bad, if I do say so myself. But apparently, and they might do it this time of year in the UK, so I'll have to actually check because I have a membership. But apparently, Costco do a delightful pumpkin pie. I've heard. Not sure how true it is because I've never even seen it down there, but apparently so. Okay, so they're going to. She's pregnant. She was screaming and carrying on alarming during the dinner at the dinner table. Greg's festive bake. They did it really early last year, like early November. They do pecan pie in Costco over here as well. Again, it seems Costco do a lot of good things. Carrot cake, best I've ever tasted. Pumpkin pie I've not tasted, but apparently it's really nice. Their pecan pie is delicious. It's the only pecan pie I have liked. I've had pecan pie elsewhere since I first had pecan pie, which was Costco's pecan pie, and none of them have tasted anywhere near as good. Key lime pie is absolutely delicious as well. Oh my god. Royal Caribbean do the best key lime pie. Sorry. Kids are talking. She's talking. We give him a book. He says she's too young for it. Just take it, you miserable sod. She's learning more every day. Yes, I've bought her a book. Oh, yeah. Consider it a small apology. And it's a book of animals. Albert is Magnus de Animalabilis. And she's only 2. She'll learn quickly. Nice thoughts. Let's pray. Do you know what, right? M&S desserts are wondrous. Oh. That begs the question, what is my favourite... Oh, actually, it's not a difficult question at all. I was going to say, that begs the question, what is my favourite dessert ever? Key lime pie, Royal Caribbean is really, really delicious. That would have to be the top 3. I completely agree with key lime pie. Their key lime pie is amazingly awesome. Really sweet, creamy, not too tart. Exactly how I like it. Even Marks and Spencer's key lime pie was just nothing but a fraud in comparison. But I can only say that my favourite dessert ever is my mum's apple crumble. Cannot be touched. End of story. Let's say our prayers. Lead the prayer. Bless us, O Lord, are these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Right, this is my last little film fly and we're going to crack on. I went to a christening today. My third cousin's christening. Should I play? I can't play football on Wednesday. I'm off to bloody Birmingham. I went to a christening today, and it was. I told you, so I'm sure. I'm sure I remembered pie. I said pie, didn't I? Didn't I say apple pie? I went to a christening. My third. I think it's no. Shoot, my cousin. Yeah, third cousin. So my cousin's daughter's daughter. So, you know, very kind of distant relation, but nonetheless still relation. So I took my mum and my auntie to the christening, and it was a Catholic christening. Now, have you been to a Catholic christening before? Been to a Church of England christening, and it was pleasant enough, very nice. But it was the vicar. Assuming that's what you call a Catholic priest, vicar. I don't know. And he was. I don't know. I think maybe if you go to church people, maybe this is something that is commonplace. But he just has such a calming aura about him. He just went everywhere with grace, and he was very softly spoken, and he cracked a couple of jokes during the service. But it was just his aura. He kind of had this kind of really calming aura about him. Really nice chap. I thought, yeah, if you were going to picture it, he had all his garb on, of course, the flowing robe, which helps, I suppose. But yeah, I just thought, So if when people go and confess or go and seek counsel with the local vicar, I can see why. They're very he's the kind of person you would want to tell something to. Sit down, my child. Letting us stay. Oh, she's having a thromby. I'm fine. Oh. Right, let's make some progress today, folks. It's a bit late. We're finishing at 10:30. Started late because of football, of course. Vicar at my grandparents' church is like that. CUV, very calming, but also a joke and loves a drink down the pub. Yeah. Shuts the church up. Click, clack, clock. Right. Time for a couple of pints. Let's get going. Come on. Yes, Father, if you insist. Everything in moderation. It's fine. Right, is your home in Prague? Yes, we're on a print shop there. Have you been to Bohemia? I have in an alternative universe. 2 alternative universes, in fact. We have been to Bohemia. But our Andreas hasn't. He's been to the delightful place called England. London, specifically. Sorry, I pulled a face when I said London. I know people live London around here. It's just a big city, I love visiting London, but I just don't think I could ever live down there. I don't mind visiting, but I visit, and when I visit, after about 2 or 3 days down there, I'm like, I need to get back to the north. Everything is just so busy, so fast, so expensive. I'm like, yep, take me back to Leeds. Take me back. Traffic is horrendous, which obviously the public transport is. The one thing about London I admire is their public transport is second to none. I mean, maybe if you live down there, it might go wrong far more than I've experienced, but everything just seems to run ping, 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 ping. You can get across London without having to break a sweat, and it's great. Because in Leeds you've got a bus that might come once every flood. That's about it. No trams, no public transport other than a bus. And the roads are jam-packed nowadays. London is alright, but tiring. So yeah, I find myself, after 3 days, it's like, get me back. Get me back. that? It's like something fell. Something on my desk banged. The hell was that? Did you all hear that? Am I just going crazy? Anyway, they were talking about this war that's going on. Tassing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. Ah, it's amazing how far printing has come. I remember saying that last time. Yeah, something fell. But nothing seems to have fallen. Nothing's on the floor. Unless it's... I don't think it's that. Well, as long as you heard it and I'm not going crazy. Oh yes, and of course, they didn't have the typeface for Yiddish. How novel. No, is there much demand? That's what we said last time. Sheila's going to have another screaming fit in a second. We remember seeing this as well. The Yiddish script. Going to send Klaus some samples. Ah! Oof! Oh. I'm fine, I'm fine. What are you working on? Okay. I think this is probably where we got to. Oh yes, I remember the child saying that. She's a good talker. Everyone can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. It's got a lot of people talking and a lot coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? Oh yeah, the Abbott's been an ass. I remember saying that as well. The nasty Abbott. Oh, and of course the old widow now works for Father Thomas. She what? Yeah, because she was very anti-church. But they took her house off her. So the Abbot could maybe appeal to somebody for some money. I don't think the Duke of Bavaria is going to lend any money anytime soon. Right, and we're going to have apple pie first because we're going to eat our dessert first because we can. We're an adult now. Debatable. We're sympathetic. We all saw throughout Swabia, peasants are suffering. It's true. I worry about what will happen to Tassing. I think... Are you sure she doesn't need the doctor? Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What's the Swabian League? The soldiers meant to keep peace. Oh, yeah, I remember this conversation. We got quite far through it, didn't we? I bet we got 2 lines away from finishing this conversation when I cut the stream off last time. To robbery, murder, outrage, they give the lying name governance, and where they make a dessert, they call it peace. Oh, a desert, not a dessert. I'm thinking of food because of the apple pie. What? 29th of October? Is it that? Is it ready already? Oh, God. I might have to play that. Oh. On camera. I might wait to see what the reviews say. I don't usually wait for reviews, but you know, I think that game can go one of 2 ways. So I might wait for the reviews. I won't be buying it on day. Well, it's an EA game, so it won't be coming to Game Pass, unfortunately, straight away. New Life is oh, for heaven's sake! Oh. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to revisit the schedule, clearly, obviously now. I'm going to have to revisit the schedule and see if I can shuffle a few things about. A couple of new games have been added to the list, just instantaneously. God's sake. Mind you, it's my own fault. I should be so slow, should I? Right. Calagus, isn't it? From Tacitus's Agricola. It's an apt comparison, I suppose. I don't know. We've all got distracted, Rachel. What are you talking about? Oh, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can EA Play, and they normally add games on that on about a year after the initial release. Oh, I'm not that. Well, actually, that's probably true. I get to games about a year later than when after the release. That's being quick. Calagus Celts or the Swabian League crushing their own peasants, it's all the same thing. The peace of the Empire is at stake. Who doesn't read Roman history? It's fascinating, Benjamin. I love me a bit of Roman history. The rabbis won't let me read scripture, so what do you expect me to do in a house full of books? I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Really? Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria! The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kearsound. Oh, let's have the bread. Klaus, I wanted to apologise for never writing back. I was so caught up in work, you know how it is, and I never got around to it. I'm sorry if I've never written back. What happened here in Tassing and Kearsound? I just wanted to forget it. Klaus, I'm sorry for what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple. We won't make excuses. You were crap, Andreas. You didn't write back. Just apologise, and let's not make excuses about the situation. That's it. I'm sorry. Creating awkward moments there. Andreas? The guests are like, oh, what's he done? What's he done? Oh. I'd have written back. Even she's keeping quiet. Did I just suck the life out of the room? Lovely pottage. Oh, delicious. Ow! What a lovely... Oh, this is... Oh, what? This is it. This is it. I think it's coming. Baby's coming. This is it. Oh, nobody panic. I trained in medicine. Oh no. No, Andreas, no. Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basel earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? It's an emergency. There's a midwife here. I've seen her in conversation. Somebody go and grab her. Quick. No, Andreas, no. I have some medical experience. Look, he's bored of being an artist. He's in a spot of crisis at the moment. He might, there's something a bit exciting happening before him. I have medical experience. Rolling his sleeves up. Oh, me. Have you ever delivered a child? Well, technically no, but I have read books about it 15 years ago. I should be fine. It's not as if my certificates have expired now, is it? So actually no? All right, who else is there? Agnes Steiner. She's Tassing's midwife. That's a much better idea. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Oh, thank you, Klaus. You're a mensch. Enough with the thanks. Get me the midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Casper, it was good to have you over, but both of you have to leave. Of course. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you. I'll need it. Oh, that looks like... I'll go fetch Agnes. See, look at her. Oh. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, and I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! Yes, I'm going. Thanks, Klaus. We'll be going now. Take care. Watch your step. Mind the gap. Move it, Klaus, come on. Stop talking. Get moving. Preparing for the bonfire. Right, before we prepare for any bonfire, let's prepare ourselves by catching up on all the articles that have been updated since the last session. Right, so people, let's have a quick look at the people. So we've got Rachel Sommerfeld, Jewish printer, wife of Benjamin, visiting the Druckers, I think. Klaus and Mrs. Klaus. No, I didn't want to do that. We've got Volkbert. Who was Volkbert? Oh, Volkbert has become a monk now. Yes, the one that we stitched up. And Waslav and Sister Zadina are both present and able, still with us, which is something because lots of people have died since we were last here. Illuminata is now Mother Illuminata. Lucas is the sous chef. Mother Illuminata. Anything else? Oh, look at all these updates. Father Gernot's still here, unfortunately. Brother Florian's still here. Clara. Gertner. Of course, the Gertners are struggling financially, bless them. Benjamin Sommerfeld, the printer. Brigitte Bauern. She's married to... No, she wasn't. That's Veronica. And Brother Adok. Scriptorium's closed, so now he's a bit of a lost soul, bless him. Right, glossary. Let's have a look what we've got here. So we've got Saul, Swabian League, military group maintained by the free imperial cities of the Holy Roman Empire. Members included nobles, knights, and hired or retained mercenaries. Here, the Rathaus Community Hall, we saw that in the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Prague, we know about Prague. The city's mint made it a hub for the German and Italian bankers and merchants, and its university became a gathering place for many Reformation thinkers. Reformation thinkers. Ooh, and the Guild of St. Luke. Regulated trade and sale of art in cities around Europe. Artists who sought to have apprentices and businesses often had to become members for the privilege. Okay. The Duke of Bavaria. Title is held jointly by two brothers, Louis X and William IV. Both are working to suppress the peasant revolts. This is several centuries after KCD. What century was KCD? Was that 1200s? This is set in the 1500s, right? KCD 1400s. Okay, so yeah, maybe a century later. KCD 2 coming out. Yeah, that's coming out February. Oh, wow. So much to play, so little time. I'm just going to have to give up work, aren't I, clearly? Give up work, win the lottery, and then I can play games all day. Can you imagine the fun I'd have? It'd take me back to 2015 when I was doing it for real. Playing Witcher 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5. I just had to wake up, get a bite to eat, and then computer went straight on, started playing. Oh, it was fabulous times. Fabulous times. But no, unfortunately not. I don't even do the lottery, so how's that going to happen? Right. KCD2 probably will, yes. I think, I might be wrong, but I'm thinking Dragon Age won't take as long to sort itself out. The next game on the roster was supposed to be Three Kingdoms, replacing CK2 when I finished CK2. When I finished this, I was going to replace it with Baldur's Gate 3 to a finish. And then when I finished the second playthrough of Suzerain. I was going to start the Kingdom of Resia DLC. The only question I have is, do I crack on with Baldur's Gate 3 or do I switch it for something else? And the only something else now would be Dragon Age. But that will depend on what it looks like when it comes out. So I might be a bit torn now. But I think probably finishing BG3 would be better. Gives Dragon Age a chance to get a few patches, and then I get Baldur's Gate finished now because I've waited long enough. I've got the Vulpus, his picture ready to put on my desktop background. We put him all in white, didn't we? So it got me back into the mood, shall we say. I was like, oh, I miss Vulpus. Yeah. So the only thing I've got to just kind of sort the mods out. I think they've changed the modding system now, haven't they? They've brought them a different. They brought, I don't know, proper mod support or whatever. I don't know, but basically my mods might be broken. I'm only using like 2 or 3. It's not a major issue. Anyway, where are we? We're still reading these damn things. I want to get rid of the red mark. Come on, I've seen everything. I haven't missed anything, have I? What is this, Saul? Okay, the first monarch of Israel. Very good. Is that the last one? Oh, thank the heavens. Right. Still haven't finished. Where are we going? The house, labour, the commons, towns, preparations. Okay. I sorted this one out, didn't I? Okay. So we should go to the town commons because they're preparing for the bonfire. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons looks festive, decorated like this. It does look really nice, doesn't it? All the buntingy kind of things up there, all there on the fences, a bonfire. Oh, very good. Look at all the flowers, Master. And the bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out all right for you, Endris? Nearly finished. It's all in place, Otto. Yes, very... Oh, good. All right. Everyone, remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Otto, the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. He cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Uh-oh. Yeah, what are you going to do, Father Gurner? What are you going to do, eh? You're going to beat us with books? Get out of it. No, he's going to tax you all to high heaven. You'll be sorry. You trust me. Tassing has never let anything get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns around the earth, God and our saints are with us. What is this big secret? Good day, Andreas. Hello, Brother Watchlav. You look upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything all right? Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Gernot will not take this news well. What? That's what I was getting at when I was saying, what's he going to do? Beat you with a book? What is he going? What could he possibly do? How's he going to stop him? Can't chase them all out of the woods himself. Father Abbot knows force is not the only way to get people to behave. How do you think he came to his position? Yeah, fair point. But why is the Abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas Andreas? The Abbot declared the woods off limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the Abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. Really? And what does he want? He wants something from us. He probably wants us to intervene and maybe speak to Otto, I don't know. He's creeping round. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Of course I will attend, Brother Watchlav. I mean, yes, that's what we're thinking, but we'll go preparing to be confronted with that, and we'll just play it smoothly and calmly, Andreas, won't we? Won't we, Andreas? Does the invitation extend to Casper as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Phew. Fine. Please tell the Abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, all right? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the Abbot? Yes. I'll be back before sundown, all right? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Supper with Father Gernot at Vespers, you say? Oh, interesting. Meet the Abbot for supper. Yeah, after I've talked to everybody else first, because why should we rush? Look at this. Clapping, dancing, merriment. Hello, Brigitte. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andres. Andreas. Hello, Shepherd Man. Hello, Master Mahler. Simple bonfire. Simple but pretty. Master Andreas, you best not keep the Abbot waiting. Go on, we'll meet up after supper. All right, fine. Oh, bloody hell. The Zimmerman house. Let's get cracking. Where's the music? It's a silent disco. Medieval style. Silent discos are really good fun, by the way. If you've never been to one. We can't stop to chat. Why are we running to Father Gernot's beck and call? Because we're flipping hungry is why. We're bloody starving. Aha! No, I'm not speaking to you. I don't like you. I've come the long way round to Father Gernot's place, haven't I? I think I've come the long way... Have I come the long way round to Father Gernot's place? No, I haven't. Maybe I have. Yeah, silent discos is where they have two, if you're lucky, maybe three different DJs playing on three different channels on your headset. So you'll have some people dancing to one of the channels, and other people dancing to the other channels, and then obviously people dance and they sing along. So it's great when you've got them on because you're in your own little zone, and it's a bit of a laugh because you're dancing. If you can see the colours on the headsets as well, so you know what channel other people are on. So if you're on green, you can see the other people on green. Team up with them, have a boogie. People on blue, clearly on some different music, and they're all dancing slightly different tune. It's all very chaotic. But actually, part of the fun is actually taking your headphones off, going to the bar, having a drink, and watching people dancing when you've got nothing on. Because then you can obviously hear them all, people blaring out, singing out the tune, because they've got a headset on, so they're usually louder than they normally would be. But, singing out loud and dancing away. It's a really good laugh. Really good laugh. I've been to two on cruises, both on cruises, but they were really good fun. Chapter House. We need to go to the garden and to the Father Gernot's pad. Doobie doobie doo. And here he is, Father Gernot. I mean, I'm not the greatest of dancers, by any stretch of imagination, but I do love a good dance. I've got to be in the mood for dancing, really. But when I'm in that mood, get me to a dance floor and whoosh, I'm off. I don't care whose toes I step on. I don't care who's watching. I'm in my own little zone. Well, yes, exactly. And you have control over your own headset volume, so you can put it as loud or as quiet as you want. It's great. It's really good, honestly. It's good fun. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Father. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Ooh, now what is Father Gernot going to have rustled up? I don't think he's cooking it himself. He's probably got some underling cooking it. Maybe Watslav's cooked it. And he's put it in microwave. Put it on the fire here. Are you ready to... Of course I'm ready to eat. Why do you think I'm here? I'm here to talk to you. Really? I just go from house to house eating, and this is not somewhere I've eaten before, so I have to clearly tick it off my list. Good. I see a bit of quail or something, and cheese. A bit of wine, maybe. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. Yes, I thought you didn't ever want to see me at Curacao again, Father. What changed? He's a wind-up merchant, is our Andreas, isn't he? A bit of a wind-up merchant. And I think he's got every right to be. We detest this man. Yes, well... The Lord calls us to forgiveness, even when that might be difficult. Oh, yes, but does the Lord call you to want something from me? If you ask me. I think it's high time we reconcile. Master Mahler, please sit and we will pray together. I'm already sitting, thanks. I don't know if you've got something wrong with your eyes. Master Mahler, don't be so harsh on the man. It's time to pray. Okay. Can we remember the prayer? They all say the same prayer. I can't remember it. I'll know this prayer by the end of the series. About something to do with bounty. Lord's bounty. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. That's it, bounty. I knew the word bounty was in there. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. This is the abbot here. He's obviously got his own twist on this prayer. None of the other people have said this. Through Christ our Lord, Amen. Oh, Amen. Yeah, I see you changed it up a bit there, Father. Very creative. Amen. Oh, a relative... Oh, cherry pie. Wine. Oh, look at this. This is the best of... We've had some sit-down meals, and we've rated some of them. This looks to be the best spread of the lot, as much as we hate to admit it. But, obviously, it was Brother Watslav that's cooked this. Oh, he delivered the message. And he's clearly cooked this as well, hasn't he? I'm surprised you deigned drop by at all. What were you saying about forgiveness, Father? I am a Christian, after all. I have these virtues too. You have done quite well for yourself, after all. It is good to see that your time at Curacao was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess? Mess. Such a mess in Tassie. I didn't leave the mess. I think you've got your syntax a bit wrong there, Father. Ooh, now hang fire. Oh, God. Yeah, we'll go with the top option. You know, just in case there's any misunderstanding here, Father. The City Council did approve me as Master Artist in Nuremberg. You'll be pleased to hear. Wine merchant. Oh, no. Ah, impressive indeed. You even managed to find yourself an apprentice, I hear. Congratulations. Thank you, Father. Although, I do wonder why your invitation wasn't extended to Casper as well. I wanted the privacy to talk about things that are ill-suited to a boy of his age. In truth, I had hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and the townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Oh, clarify? Ooh. I don't think we'll push him this much. We won't go quite so aggressive. It's definitely what we're thinking. Clarify away. I'm all ears. I am relieved to hear it. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Okay, well, why demand such high taxes then, Father? Now, what do we have here? Plum pudding? Lebkuchen? Anybody help me out here? What's that? It looks like some kind of a bread with seeds on. Oh, pheasant! Oh, we'll have some pheasant first. It's making me hungry, by the way. I've not had my dinner. With the scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Right. Why not ask the bishop for help? Ask the bishop? I have the authority to keep the abbey running, so I will in the way I see fit. Gingerbread. Oh, nice. I will not shame the abbey that way. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. We say as chowing down on our gingerbread. Well, similarities, of course, but I feel like I need to try this now because I love gingerbread. The forest belongs to the abbey and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. I don't have to wait long, actually, because the German market should be here at the start of December, which is a month and a half away. Yeah, not the same. But ginger flavoured then. Yeah, I think I'm going to go. I've not been to the German market for many a year because I just find it's a bit overpriced and it's usually very cold, and I hate the cold. But I think I'm going to go this year, not just because I want to try the Lebkuchen now, because I will have to try it now that I know about it. But what I also liked from the German market in the years gone by was their candied peanuts with the toffee sugary shell coating. Oh, they're really nice. Oh, I love them. And I had warm mead last time I was there, which was lovely. And then I bought a bottle of mead after it, and it was horrible. But yeah, I quite fancy going to the German market now. Just having a nice little festive walk around. Christmas jumper on, hat on, scarf on. For a change. I'll take my mother, actually. There you go. I've made Christmas plans I've made early December plans already. Yes. And then we'll go out for a Christmas meal somewhere. Oh, that'd be a lovely evening, wouldn't it? German market followed by Christmas meal. Or Christmas meal followed by German market after the meal. Because then I won't be tempted to buy so much foodstuffs and waste it all. I think we'll do the other way around. The forest belongs to the abbey and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. Oh, is it legal? Oh. It's time to bring out the Latin speak. Because Latin is this is probably a law-based, loophole kind of conversation, text thing, option. Roman platitudes serve no one here, Andreas. The wisdom of such sayings is limited, since they were written by pagans. They do not acknowledge God's natural law. I may have limited education in natural law, Father, but didn't God give Adam and Eve dominion over all the earth? Like the 12 articles mentioned, by the way. It's all a matter of interpretation, you know. The 12 articles? That drivel is Lutheran propaganda and defies the Church's authority to regulate the sinful and greedy nature of mankind. A shameful document for Klaus to print. Look at its effects on the townsfolk. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. Okay. Excommunication. Ooh. That's quite harsh, actually. I've played enough games with popes in to realise this is not good. Excommunicate, you say? Ooh. That's insane! You would condemn the town over something so it's not petty. It is petty in nature, but the act itself is defying the abbot, which isn't petty, really, is it? We agree the law might be petty. We're just going to remain silent, I think. No, you know what? We'll state the obvious. That creates quite the ultimatum. One I am hoping to not have to use. This is where I come in, is it? You want me to convince somebody to not do something? As I'm thinking, as I'm eating my delicious plum pudding. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town, obviously. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer, for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no choice to resist. We can end this peacefully. Oh, that's very... Damn you! Damn you to hell! My God, could you imagine the horror? Yeah, the peasants have genuine grievances. Put yourself in their shoes. A bit of empathy, Father. You're there working the farm, hand to mouth as it is, and then suddenly your taxes are put up and you can't... There's going to be problems, isn't there? There's going to be concerns and worries. Why not talk and negotiate? I am a forgiving man, but Otto's stubbornness has challenged even me. Otto is past the point of talking, Andreas. That's why I'm begging you for help in the matter. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologise. We must conclude for now. Well, it's a good job we're finishing, isn't it? Thanks. I must excuse myself. I am expected to lead a service at Compline tonight. Think on what I've said and what we have discussed. I trust you can find your way out. I will, Father Abbot. Good night. Neutrality is not an option. You heard it here first, folks. We must make a decision. Return to the Commons. Over supper, Father Gernot gave me his perspective on the unrest between the Abbey and the town. He wants me to use my influence with the townsfolk, like Klaus, to drive a wedge between them and the peasants. Time for us to find Casper. Okay. There's a way out this way, isn't there? Yes, there is. Oh, so this was a quicker way. I thought there was a way to get here from here. Anyway. Okay, folks, what do we reckon? Do we side with Father Gernot? Or do we side with the people and the peasants and the other people, the Ottos of this place? Not that I'm going to listen to you, but I'm just intrigued as to your thinking. La 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 la. He hasn't offered anything for your support. No? Did the other party offer anything for our support? Not that we're doing anything for any profits at all. I'm generally asking, because I may have forgotten if they did say something that they were going to do. I don't think they've actually asked us to support them necessarily completely, have they? Maybe? Screw the abbot! Oh, it's Attilia! Well, well. Looking even more haggard than when I last saw you, but that's 7 years for you. Andreas the painter. Good to see you too, Attilia. When did I say it was good to see you? The only reason I remember you is because you bothered me about this rat the Baron. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. Call? Oh, da ans mamma perched. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go. And she's gone a bit mad in the past 7 years, it seems. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. Okay. Whoa! Oh, the fire's in an even bigger swing now. Still no music. Still lots of clapping. Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year. Big and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent one. Oh, I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light. Who prepared the way for our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Mahler, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Hello, Master Mahler, how are you? I am well, thank you, young man. Anton's a good boy. Let me tell you. A bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Dad, will you stop? Easy to rile you up, just like your mother. How is Helene? She not attending the bonfire? Ah, she'll join us later. She went with Martner to dip their toes into the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold to traditions. Yes, you are right, especially with the times we're having. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. What's so funny about that? Ferns don't flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. Ah. almost talking out loud in front of a child here. Oh yes, I played that game before in the forest with a maiden, seeking the firm flower. Oh, I'm so sorry. Andreas, you can't. Please don't distinguish such things in front of my boy. Oh, so sorry. Imagination has escaped away with me there. Hey, I'm old enough to get what that means. Will I be going to the to the woods with the girls soon? You know, Anton, it's not the time nor the company to talk about that. Let's just enjoy the celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton? Ah, it's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they're lit. The mountains get to twinkle like the stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on, though. They get into fights and all. Well, anyone in particular? Well, not as much lately, but Martin used to get in trouble. Anton's got a good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's calmed down lately. You know, he used to be kind of a shit. Language! God doesn't look kindly on blaspheming. But those are your words, Dad. Grasped up there, big style. Best you don't quote me. Quote the scriptures instead. It's better for your soul. You listen to your father, Anton. I will, I do. Jesus. There you go again. Hey, what did I just say? Don't let your mother catch you with that mouth. Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities now. That reminds me of something that the vicar said today at the christening, actually. And that does sound very healthy, Jan. A healthy meal this evening. I'm having chicken and chips. Chicken and chips, I think. So yeah, at the christening, that's one thing that the father said. I can't remember the exact what he said exactly, but he basically said that it's a shame that nowadays, when people say the name of the Son of the Lord, aka Jesus, or the Lord's name even, that it's usually in a negative connotation. So whenever somebody uses those words, it's always for a negative. You know, like, oh, you stubbed your toe. Oh, Jesus. It's like never in a positive connotation. And I thought, oh, you know what? You're actually quite right. Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting comment. So yeah, just go forth and think on that kind of thing. Jesus is a swear word. Well, yeah. Especially in these times, it's blasphemous. Names in vain and all that. Anyway, it was a pleasure, Andreas. Until later. Bye. Brigitte, welcome. Hello, Brigitte. Why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, you staying for the festival, I hope? Of course he's staying. Who would miss this? Especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire. A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself. Not you, Martin. Just the same person. You're both feeling festive, I see. The food, the fires, the dancing. It really is a night to enjoy. It's to honour the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil, for he who prepared the way. Yes, yes, yes. And he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. How about locusts dipped in wild honey? Any better? Any tastier, perhaps? I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. Martin. Says those, that's just said something in front of the child, by the way. No. Quickly change the subject. We can't be speaking with Martin about this. We never liked Martin. Although this new Martin is much more pleasurable. Not in front of a lady. Are you going to heed Otto's call and go into the forest? No. I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going round. My slippers are downstairs and my feet are cold. Ooh. Okay, we could push the issue, but we won't. How about you, Brigitte? Not gathering any herbs tonight? Bit of herbs for your cookery? Spice up your food? No? My place is by my Martin's side. The word of the abbot is the word of the church. It's improper to go against the word of the church. Only slightly less improper than all the time you spend with Veronica. Oh, Brigitte, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It came out poorly. It's good for the heart to have cherished friends. It's fine. Andreas, I was about to say, the bonfire is enough. We will dance until our legs begin to waver. Right, Martin? Would not miss it for the world. Well, that's delightful. I hope you have a great evening. You as well, Andreas. Until later. Oh, I think I'm getting it. There we go. Look at that. I'm there. I'm in there. I'm there. That woman's dancing with a basket on her head. Very close to a fire. Made of straw. Yeah. She can't see where she's going either. I mean, you can feel the heat, thankfully, maybe. That might be just the thing that's saving her right now. But if she tripped and fell, that's very dangerous. But it's the 1500s, so health and safety, not a thing. It wasn't even a thing in the 1900s, let alone. Bloody hell. Not until like really late in the 1900s. Health and safety probably came prominent in the 2000s, to be honest. There were still some shady practices going on in the late 90s, I tell you. Hello, Master Mahler. Tapping his foot to the non-existent tunes. Evening, Till. Enjoy the festival? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know that the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans? Solstitium. The sun stands still. Ah! Such as it looks at this time of year. The sun rises higher for a long time, and then it stays there before falling again. Don't talk about this to me, because right this instant, it's going the complete opposite direction. The nights are getting longer, the days are getting shorter, the weather's getting colder. I hate this time of year. Oh, I hate it. I'm going to be cold for 6 months. Oh, we've had no summer this year. It's been ridiculous. What's my plan for the week ahead? I'm off to Birmingham. Tomorrow at work, I'm getting up at... I'm starting work at like 6:30 tomorrow. I've got a lot to do. It's my own fault because I've left it all pretty late, but I've got a lot to do. A lot of admin to do and stuff and stats to do. And preparing for my one-to-ones with the trainees this week. It was like, oh, I left it all last minute, but that was because I was trying to focus last week. So, yeah. So I'm going to have a long day tomorrow, and then after that long day I'm going to stream. CK2 is the plan. Tuesday, football. Another long day at work, probably. Working from home. And then Wednesday I'm off to Birmingham. So that'll be Wednesday, Thursday in Birmingham. And then Friday, weekend, again. We're here, we come. Woo-hoo. I don't know what plans I've got this weekend. Nothing in the calendar at the moment. But anyway, we're talking about philosophical things. The rise and fall of mankind, yes, a fitting allegory. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joy and mirth. We like this man. We can talk Roman talk with this guy. Romans also had sacred celebrations for both Juno and Vesta around this time, you know. To gain blessings for marriage and family. Sometimes it seems as if the festivals are made up to cover for what the young folk get up to. You know, there's no stopping them, not really. Sure, couldn't stop me at that age. Young hearts are both fickle and resolute. We know, we've been there. And they don't always enjoy the sense of danger. Or don't they just always enjoy the sense of danger? Sometimes that is the best way to learn, unless it kills you. Bit of bloodlust. I don't want to be... Yeah, because we've been there ourselves. And we won't argue that we might still be a little bit there. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. Yeah, but sometimes... that rush you get from doing something that's a bit forbidden just makes it a bit exciting. Oh, what are we doing that? You know, it just adds that extra bit of spice to the mix, doesn't it? Makes you feel alive, gets the blood pumping. I've had my share, thank you. I'd rather read about it these days. Well, I'd be selling books from their library. You might just be able to. I hoped I could get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be of more use and a fair bit cheaper. Come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Mahler. Or, I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. Ah, the noted philosopher and historian. He was actually Greek by birth, you know. Imagine you were reading his Geographica. Ah, yes, that could have been it. The book was about many minds of barbarians, many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Reti. Oh, the Reti. You know the Reti from Total War. I read about years ago. People who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Gratium and described it as a cluster of daub huts, and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus and his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals who were... what were they mining? Was it salt? It was a salt mine, right? Yeah, what happened to the locals? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, when the empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people? Or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Mahler. Until later. Yeah, Till is our historical man. Il Peter. Oh, God. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is. Eh? Oh, the artist. You're still around? I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities. You call this a festival? You haven't seen nothing yet. You're not going to tell the story again, are you? Yes, clearly you're not. Please, spare us. You kids need to learn it by heart, else Pershta will run you down. Ah, The wild hunt thing. Yeah, it's fine. I know all about it. Yes, it draws near. Geralt of Rivia's coming. Heed my warning. Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health. Nonsense. I can outlive any bastard out there. So, where was I? The Wild Hunt. The Germanic folklore. The Wild Hunt is a supernatural cavalcade of spirits and fiends, which may cause destruction or portend war and other catastrophic, I thought you were going to say catastrophe. If not adequately appeased, the Wild Hunt is often led by a legendary figure such as Perchta or the Devil. Yes, that's right. Did you bring your mask? I didn't realise I had to bring one. The fools I have to suffer. The masks are to protect us as we banish the witches and spirits into Perchta's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve. 'Tis only witches are out in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can then turn you back. Oh, to be brought to a low, beastly existence. A grim fate. Stay indoors tonight if you want to come outside. Stay within the light of St. June's fire. John's. At least St. Satia blesses the herbs in the forest this night. And the women will gather the herbs, regardless of that bastard abbot. It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter. Thank you for teaching me about the local traditions. Eh? Cough, cough. Hey! Big Jaw! You grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfire has died down. Fine. What are the ashes for? Eh? It's to spread across the garden. Shows a good harvest, you idiot. Oh. Figures you city people don't know shit. Don't be like that, Grandpa. Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? I've spoken to a few other people here, all very enlightening. It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting? Gossip? You two are like that bird in the forest. Smoky, that's the one. Always nosy about other people. Oh. I've also been invited to have dinner with the abbot. I guess the talking never stops. Can't say I'm exceedingly sure about it, given the animosity between us. The abbot? The bastard can rot for all I care. A thief in a monk's robe, full of hollow words. Oh, God. Vain again, you see. Maybe you can talk some sense into Father Gurner. He's not making it easy for any of us. It's not like we're asking for much. I'll do what I can. Oh, that's all we can ask. Yeah. I guess I shouldn't keep you then. You have an important meeting to attend. Yes, you are right. I can't keep the abbot waiting too long. Oh, I've dealt with the abbot. Oh, we've taken a lot of your time. Don't forget to enjoy the night's celebrations. Nah. Oh, we better not go round past the dancing people. Might trip them up or something. Yeah, and they're wearing straw. Boom, boom, poof. Tragedy. Right, who have we got? Casper, and we got Werner. Last time we talked to him, it wasn't very pleasant, was it? Andreas? Salutations, you must be that illustrious artist. Balthasar Issenkopf, pleasure to meet you. But call me Baltas, please, it's much more familiar. Master Andreas Mahler, pleased to meet you, Baltas. Yes, you're Mahler, we all know. Let's cut the long-winded pleasantries. What brings you to Tassing, Baltas? Balthasar here decided to stay in this godforsaken town for whatever unfathomable reason after his cart broke. It is not unfathomable. I enjoy the calming vistas, the peace and quiet. It has been neither lately. We're going to continue to ignore this idiot. And what is it that you do, Balthas? He is an inventor of sorts. I make all manner of mechanical contraptions. For all the use it is. The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further. One step further toward the garbage heap. A very inspiring thought, Balthas. Why, I thank you, Master Artist. Speaking of, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could also be inspiring to your artistic mind. Well, yes, it does certainly look cheerful with the decorations of the bonfire. Indeed, look at the peasantry ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and the heat to flow through it at great speed. And how it roars. Yeah. A very clever piece of construction. But then again, Otto is a very clever man. It is a feat almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They've managed to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nonetheless, useful. You don't need a university education to be smart. Of course you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them their place in the order of the world for good reason. There is some merit in learning from the peasants, even you, Werner, given their understanding of herbal remedies. Their traditions are profane. Consider the Eve of St. John, tainted by their pagan rituals, is an affront to Christ. Saint Eligius warned against precisely this nearly 1,000 years ago. Where does newfound piety come from? May I ask, Werner? Don't pretend to know anything about me. I've been on the pilgrimage to Aachen. I have visited the Marian shrine and stood in the presence of these holy relics. To be in the presence of St. John the Baptist's beheading was an experience I will never forget. Yes, I'm quite familiar, thank you. Are we? Then you should understand why I must safeguard my soul among these people. Do you think the church will suffer a revived paganism while Luther's acolytes tear down its walls? We live in dangerous times. If you can't see that, you're more of an imbecile than I thought. We appear to have gotten slightly too serious. Far too grim. We're here to celebrate. Yes, I shall leave you to continue on with your evening. Good night. Baltas? Baltas, was it? A very good night. Oh, and do come by my workshop, Master Mahler. I would love to exchange ideas. Would be my pleasure. Splendid! Until then. Mahler. Werner. What a lovely chat we've had with everybody. Well, with most people. because I heard something. Or someone calling me. Right. We've let Casper enjoy himself for long enough. It's time to wrap this up. Bedtime, Casper. Master Andreas, look how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. Oh, yeah, we're not going to be horrible about this. The St. John's Eve Festival is a big event for Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Haven't you ever been to a festival like this before, Casper? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Mahler, please? Yeah, of course you can. Follow along, don't get in the way, and behave yourself. I'm off to bed. I'm getting too old for the shenanigans. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I promise I won't make any trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. We're a nice Master. Enjoy yourself, Casper. Enjoy. We wake up to what news, I wonder, as we proceed to our lodgings for the night. Here we are, the Golden Hand Inn. Anybody here? Is he still there? He's still there, stroking his sword. There's this festival going on, you know. No, so okay. I mean, I think it would be shiny enough by now, but hey. And comfortable beds. Off we go. Oh. Yeah, Andreas is getting old indeed. Oh. I must go to bed. Even the 95-year-old Peter's outside, hacking it. What excuse have you got, Mal? Go to sleep. I'm an artist. My mind needs rest. That next masterpiece, inspirational thought, is just round the corner. Oh, we're off into the dreamland again. La-di-da-di-da. Oh, hang on. Why can't we go? The hell? Okay. It's probably easier with the keyboard, I would imagine. But anyway, we'll keep moving. Literally, we have to go up and around the entirety of this board. I thought it was a maze, but I think it's just one path. Yep, it is just one pathway. Oh! Oop, Sabine? What is it? What? Come home. I will. Soon. You're lying. Sometimes I think you must despise me. But maybe it's worse than that. Maybe I'm nothing to be regarded at all. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in London? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? I don't know. Do we think he was a loving... It was like yeah. This was never about love, Sabine. This was about me becoming a master, how to get married. It was all a process and a procedure, I'm afraid. This is probably true. But it's been 7 years. They probably grew to love each other, I would have thought. And, yeah, of course. Yeah, and there was at least an ounce. But no longer. Silence. I hate talking to you like this. You hate everything about me. I don't hate you. You don't love me. It doesn't matter. Go back to your halls. The women who make you happy. This house is so lonely without him. Stop. Your presence would only amplify the grief. Stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop. Just leave me alone, just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. Not sleeping very soundly, is Mr. Mahler, is he? Your child, yeah. Maybe that's why Master Mahler, has not come with a spring in his step back here. It's felt like there's something that's not quite right with him. August. Oh no. Hello, August. I know you ain't gonna say anything. You never say anything. Ooh, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Oh, plague. Plague. See you later, sculptor. I suppose there's not much one can do against plague. Do you get tired where you are? The last time I saw you, I said good night to you. I couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. Just waiting for you to say good night. You're still at the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do I remember your mother as she is? I remember loving her. Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night and I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. Oh my God, very sad indeed. If this is what you go through when you dream if this is what dreaming this kind of dream every night, oh my goodness. What happened to this place? Where is Prester John? And where are Socrates and St. Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the ship of fools. Melancholia. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once I was a voice of caution, of prudence. Now, more and less than caution, the ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis, paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to you? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of this city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. But it is only June. Wit can't save you from your own mind, Andreas. Then what can? A course other than the one you have already run. The music just stopped all of a sudden. The sound effects. Another course. I'm 33. I have a wife, a workshop, clients across the empire. And it's brought you here, Andreas Mahler. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper all right? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. Oh. Oh. Hey. Something is not right. Uh-oh. Find cat. Oh no. Why did we let him go? Why? Oh, for God's sake. See? The vicar was right. I had another dream where I travelled to the ideal city. I had conversations with Sabine and August again. I found the court almost abandoned, occupied only by listless fools and the towering presence of melancholia. She gave me a warning about my life, and I awoke to find that Casper was not in his bed. I need to go find him in case he's become too caught up in the St. John's Eve celebrations, which means he's probably outside in the forest. Nothing to worry about here. Smoky cola. Hey, that could be the next. Can you imagine that? Imagine that if that was the next big taste sensation, like a smoky flavoured Coca-Cola, smoky cola. I just thought of that now. Smoky cola. Okay, how did you convince Coca-Cola to do a new flavour and you've earned millions? Well, I was just reading text in the game and it just came to me like an epiphany. Matilda, where are these people? Oh, I hate this book system. I hate it with passion. There's like... Oh, God. This is like a game of get rid of the red blob thing, get rid of the red thing. Find the people. Oh, there you go. Anna, daughter of Ulrich and Gret. There you go. Is that it? Have we got it? Oh, we've got it. Right, what have we picked up in the glossary? Saint Eligius. Patron saint of goldsmiths, bishop of Noyon-Tournai, worked tirelessly to convert the pagans of Flanders to Christianity. Okay, let's go to the start of this thing. Natural law, a Christian idea derived from ancient Greek philosophers that the principles of morality and ethics are inherent in the natural world. John the Baptist, prophet and forerunner of Jesus Christ. He was responsible for baptizing Jesus. He was beheaded at the command of Herod Is that everything? Arkan. Oh, is it? Oh, this goes in alphabetical order, doesn't it? I just realised this. A smoked rum and coke without the rum. Exactly. Oh, I think I need to do a Dragon's Den type pitch here. Arkan. Yeah, so this glossary goes in alphabetical order. Isn't that something? Who would have knew? Who would have known? No. Marian Screen. An ornate golden reliquary in Arkan Cathedral. It holds the swaddling clothes and loincloth of Jesus the Virgin Mary's dress and the decapitation. Really? This is the 1500s, right? So, fast forward 500 years. Are these things still here? These kind of things fascinate me. Oh, we're out of red blobs now. Right, okay, let's go see where Casper is. The little tyke. What time is it? Why is he not back yet? I'm getting worried now. You can bet your bottom dollar he's still bloody buffing his sword up. To the meadow. The journal got an update, or was that an autosave feature? Right, well, where do we go? I think we need to go to... I think we know exactly where we're going to find him. So let's just get there now. To the forest. No messing about. Everyone's gone to the woods. Well, why can't... well, if everyone's gone to the woods, clearly Casper will be with them, so why can't we... Hellfire. Right, back to the commons then. I'm assuming that's where the game is taking us. Back to the commons. Are people still dancing around here? Otto! Ah, hello Andreas. Enjoying the bonfire? Your costume looks just like a fancy night dress. It's because it is a fancy night dress, you idiot. I'm looking for Casper. This is my night dress. I don't have to say it. I woke up and Casper was gone. Have you seen him? Casper wasn't technically gone because he didn't come back with us. So he can't be gone. Casper has never arrived. No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs, though. You might see if he wandered off with them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. We're showing the abbot what for. Yeah, I've lost Casper. I'm in a panic, but enjoy the festivities. Yeah, clearly. Okay, I think maybe now that we've talked to Otto, now the meadow should be open to us. Or the forest, rather. There you go. People drinking. Smokey's home. You look drunk. To the waterfall. Oh, we got a bit of fighting. Oh, she's still got the bucket on her head. Where is that man? Hey, I can't see anything. Whoa! What the hell? Almost wiped me out. Oh, hey, up here, hey, up. Two innocents. Two not so innocents. And a peeping Tom. What kind of debauchery is this? Johan! Where are you? Right, Shrine of St. Sati. We'll go there first. Oh, he's here! Oh! The hell? Casper! Master Andreas! What are you doing out here? Are your bedclothes? Oh! Thank God! I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been? I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods. I left to go see what it was. Dun dun dun! Bad, wrong place, wrong time. Oh, Father Gurnet, what are you doing out here? I think the question should be, Andreas, what are you doing out here? Look at his face, oh dear. I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costumed buffoon. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. What was that? Uh-oh. Somebody's screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Let's go back to town together and see what that noise was. Come on, follow me. Meeting at the shrine. Oh, somebody's dead. Somebody is dead. Okay, back to town. Quick sticks. Come on. We've even got Gurnet following us. We can chuck him into the path of... What the hell? What the... Huh? I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. That's the murder suspect. Who was running off, anyway? Oh, it's too hard to tell who's in those stupid costumes. Look, we can worry about that later. Let's check on the town first. Come on. That was the murderer. We've just let him go. That looks like Otto to me. Oh dear. What a coincidental tragedy. Werner, is he dead? Yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Fake surprise. Baltas and Lennart, and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. Must have been whoever released the rope. I told you it was the bloody murder suspect we just let past. And what were you doing during all of this, Lennart? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. What a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, look to see if Otto had a note. Uh-huh. Do it. Purple Gothic script, perhaps? Just tampering. It's obviously the 1500s. Tampering with evidence. Cordon the scene off. Come on. Nobody touched the body. Forensics, hello. No, Master does nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? Not sure. My God! Otter! No! You! The abbot must have killed him. I don't disagree, but let's have some evidence first. The bastard always had it in for Otto. We all knew it. We need answers. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Go after him. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. I don't see Father Thomas here. That's right, there's no way you could have killed Otto. Directly, at least. grab the artist and the boy too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Excuse me? Casper? Run! Oh, what the hell? To the Abbey! Go! The baying mob! Don't trip whatever you do, otherwise it's game over. Past the lodgings. Attention. Okay. Brothers! Go to the library, now! They ran through the church! This way! Uh-oh. Oh, they've locked the door! Andreas, get out of the way! Otto's death demands just... Oh, they were chasing us, so they were chasing him. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true. He did arrive with you. But you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward. Killer. Andreas, move! I'll be back in a second. Just get me dinner. Very late dinner, but nonetheless. Okay, so obviously it's a late dinner, so I might as well just eat it in peace. So we'll go until we get to the end of this kind of scene, and then we'll call the session to a close. But apparently we're in the way. Get out the way, Andreas! Let them burn the place. You shouldn't condone this behaviour. I'm not moving, I won't let you win. If you go after Gernot, the real kill will get away. I don't like his stance anymore, but Peter, violence is not the answer. Diplomatic, very correct. We you know, let's just take our time. This is the bloody abbot we're talking about. We don't like him, but no. There's ways to get to the bottom of these things, and it's not through this methodology. No mercy! Face us, he's a monster! If those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to the whole place and cook them! You've all gone mad! I mean, it seems like it's quite... He's not the culprit, but he could have organised it, couldn't he? Look, even if you don't trust the abbot, trust me. Look, he was with me when this happened. He cannot possibly have been the one to do it. I was there too. Master Andreas is telling the truth. Fine, damn it. You've got one day. to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Oh, we're back into detective mode again. Oh no. We come to town and we have to investigate murders. What the heck? Otherwise, we will come back for the abbot. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. I won't stop until I find who killed him, Eva. You have my word on that one. And so, murder investigations commence once again. Whoa. We've got a day. How much have we been passing the time with? We've got a day. I'll sleep half of it. It's fine. I'm well accustomed to investigations now. I'll be much more slick this time around. The peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. Yes, Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot is an easy target because he was at odds with Otto and his cause. But, as you saw yourself, he was with us when this happened, so... Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why do you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? It didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Everyone deserves justice, Caspar. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So, who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? We should talk to Lennart. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. Yes. And even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know someone else with the motivation to do so. Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. Might be worth talking to Martin to see what they were discussing. You might have an idea of who would want to kill Otto. Good idea. Who else? I'm sure we'll find some of the suspects. Call it intuition, experience. I've done this before, you know. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we'd better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Could the murderer be Father Thomas? Well, maybe. But even if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession. He won't tell us. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk will all come in to confess. Oh, yeah! One of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. A pint or two might loosen some tongues, I've found over the years. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. Yes. We have to find the source of these flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. The flower might have a medicinal use. Someone with medical knowledge in Tassing might know where it grows. We should ask them, but who would have that knowledge? Brother Florian, Sister Gertrude, Agnes Steinerin, or Werner Stoltz? They're all the medical professionals around here. Look, we have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance of finding the real killer. I'm glad you're that confident, Mahler, because I'm in control of you. And that's probably not a good thing. Let's get to work. And there we go, a perfect place to end today's session. We have a yellow flower. We have a crushed Otto. And we, once again, have been given our detective badge. Because for a second time whilst we've been here, we now have to investigate and find out who a murderer is. So that'll be one to pick up next time as we pick up or look at where we're going to go next. So at the start of the next session, we'll get our heads together. We'll look at all the leads. We are time bound, and if it's anything like the first investigation, we won't have the time to do everything here. So we'll have to go with the strongest leads first and see where they take us. But anyway, thanks for joining this this evening. And hopefully tomorrow there'll be some CK2. As I say, I've got a long day at work. Hopefully, if as long as I don't finish like at 6 o'clock, like last time I had a long day. Remember when I finished like 6, 7ish? If I don't finish that late, I'll stream. If I finish like at 6, 7, then obviously not. But I'm hoping to be finished for about 4. I should be finished for 4. CK2 tomorrow. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, rest of your evening, wherever you are. Thanks for watching. So more of this, possibly Tuesday, depends what time football is. Might even do a recorded session before and get it uploaded before I go to Birmingham on Wednesday. Tuesday is looking pretty quiet for me at the moment, so that's good. But yeah, hopefully see some of you tomorrow for some more CK2 as things pick up pace over there, and we are itching to get into some tournaments now that we have a fighter with about, was it 165 fighting ability, something ridiculous. So looking forward to that. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, see you soon.